Good morning, pregame crew. How are you doing? It is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023, 6:21 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:21 a.m. Eastern. Welcome to the pregame show. This is a show where I get you ready for the trading day. I'm going to get you ready for the week. We're going to look at indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. We don't have any major news coming out today that is scheduled anyway. Of course, anything can happen. Just a reminder, we have President Jimmy Carter, who's still in hospice, hanging on to life. If he were to pass, it could impact the stock market and we could close for a day. So just keep that in mind, and my thoughts are with his family right now. Thank you, Rob. Well, my day can get started now. Let's do a little roll call. Hey, Shake and Bake, Marvin, 374 Lon. Hey, Andrew, Greg, JG, Sir Fernando, my friend Andre in the Netherlands, Carlos coming back to work from Tuscany. Oh, the hard life. Hey, B-Hawk, Geo Guitar, Scotty doesn't know. Hey, Tom. Rob, I hope you had a great weekend. Jody, Card Lady, Donald, Sam, Lewis. Hey, Tess. Hey, Basque. I'll try to take a look at that, Lewis. Hey, Bigsby, Jessica, Hector, Gino, Coda Blue, Mr. Gugster, Bowtie. Hey, Success, Al, Mary, Slow Devil. You know what, Slow Devil? That's a great comment. If I could highlight a comment, if I had the software app turned on, I would. He says he doesn't know if he's a bull or a bear today. But whatever he is patience. And I think that is what's called for today. I think I have some confluence of levels that we can look at and have a plan. We're holding the 50 RSI on the 4-hour chart. We held that 4,500 psychological level, the daily 50 MA, and when hourly just touched oversold, that's where we bounced. So I'll be watching those areas. I think bulls have a little bit better of a setup than bears. The table says it's a little flipped. It's a little more bearish. The dollar is the problem. And you know, it's singing that Taylor Swift song, hey, it's me, I'm the problem. Yeah, it's me, monthly bull break on the dollar. And market is just not able to withstand this dollar bull pressure. It just hasn't been able to withstand it. I try to enunciate when I can. Y'all have to remember that I am translating from deep Southern accent, and I try to speak properly and say vowels correctly and not like I say it back in my hometown, and I have to slow myself down, enunciate, and sometimes it sounds weird. So just remember, I'm a deep country girl, and I'm so glad we got rain in Louisiana and 10 Mile. Let me go back to the top and see if we have some chart requests. Thank you, JG. PSI out. Monthly ski slope to the downside. Weekly, we're looking for a lower high. Daily, we got a higher high running into the daily 50 MA. This is a biggie for me. Biggie smalls right here. Biggie. Can't you see? Sometimes the daily 50 MA zaps me. It's too early in the morning for that. I got up at 2:30 and I made myself stay in bed till 3 and I couldn't take it anymore. I had to get up. Had my athletic greens this morning. Warning. I'm back on my you know what. All right. So PSIL running into the daily 50 MA overhead. Man, this is low liquidity. $54,000 can move this name around. Be careful. That is danger. I wouldn't touch this with my ex-mother-in-law's money. Nope. Hey, Anthony. What accent? I like it. Gold is rough right now. You Yankees are worse. I don't know. Do y'all know how painful it is for me to say hourly every morning? Because we say hourly, and there's fire in the blood. There's fire tire, and fire tire means fire tower. We had fire towers all around where I live because we have so much timber, and we would call them fire tire. So I have to slow down and not say the long I sound for OU, and it just makes me sound funny. So just know, I don't want to sound funny, but I just do. Gold CFD, we are in a downward spiral, which you would anticipate with the dollar strength. Weekly lower high is set. Ding dong, the which is dead. That I don't like. Can I just, let me go look at futures real quick. I don't like that little bobble right there on the daily chart. So on the daily chart, we lost that potential daily bull flag. We lost this uptrend. We got zapped at the daily 50 MA overhead. 4 hour is in a downtrend. And I think we have enough room for a weekly high or low. I wouldn't rush it with dollar strength. The dollar is going to drive this bus with great, great force. So just understand that you are up against the biggest bully in the market. Market's really pulling back here. SoFi? John, what 54,000 number? I don't remember saying a 54,000 number, but for sure doesn't mean I didn't say it. You've seen that show? Yeah, my dad, we hunted deer, bobcat. We would trap bobcats, bow hunt deer, shoot squirrels with a shotgun. That was kind of our jam. But I don't do that anymore because I don't need to financially. Okay, 4 hour rising wedge right here on SoFi. This is not a good look. Weekly lower high anticipated. Where it gets put in, no one knows. But this is the best place of any at the daily 50 MA. You see how we just gradual push up on the daily 50 MA? I'm not saying this would work, but this is a great confluence. So let's talk about confluence. So this is the daily 50 MA, and it'll update once the market opens. The value updates, but it shouldn't adjust by much. That's where the daily 50 MA is. And on the weekly, we're looking for a weekly lower high somewhere in here. 4 hour. We're testing the low of Friday. I would short this thing if we lose the low of Friday. I would keep it simple. Oh, $54,000, John. So I just did the math in my head. Thank you for reminding me. So it's 27 times $2 is what I just did real quick, just to make it the math easy. So if the average volume is 26,038, that's 26,000 times $2, and I said 54,000 because that was Friday's volume, 27,000. I was just rounding off to make it easy for my brain at 6:30 in the morning. So that's where I got the $54,000 in volume. So that's average volume per share. Excuse me, this is an ETF per instrument. And then you have your total dollar volume. You multiply the ETF price times the volume on the day or the average. Yes, I look at currencies. Just let me know what you want me to look at. This is not a chart request show. I try to cram in as many as I possibly can. But the purpose of this show is to get you ready for the trading day. I've been prepping for you literally for 3.5 hours for this show, and we'll see if I'm ready, but I've been prepping for a while. I have notes that are off screen that I say for TCG members only when I am done. All right, then I have this table that shows you overall market bears have a little more control in the short term, and I base a lot of these checks on hourly charts. So if we look at 4 hour or daily, it would look a little different. So just remember, it's bearish on the hourly chart on a lot of charts, but 4 hour daily, not so much. And the economic calendar is blank for 3-star events. So my filter, I have it for US only and 3-star events, and we have none today. Let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have ISM manufacturing and S&P global services. So nothing major Thursday initial jobless claims we have every week. All right, let's get this show on the road. Good morning. This is who I am. I'm Charkel Lori. If you're going to give me a follow on Twitter, that'd be great, or on X. I'm not going to spam you because, matter of fact, I don't even tweet. I'm kidding. I think I tweeted like 14 times last week. I'm trying to tweet a little more, but I only want to tweet when I have something to say, because I have something to say when you move my lips. Bunch of gibberish. Eminem, y'all, it's a problem. Every word leads back to a hip-hop song, and it's a very specific time frame of hip-hop songs. Okay, if you want to give me a follow on Twitter at Charkel Lori, that'd be great. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. So we have a community that looks like this, and you can just kind of click. Oh, if you know how to click, you can click around to what floats your boat. And we have futures channel, and they have a lot of threads. They don't look as active, but they are super active. We have marijuana channel, crypto, general chat. So go check us out at chartguys.com. And we had a webinar last week, bag holding, and Lamont had one where he said, ask me anything. And within the first sentence of ask me anything, he said the word poop. And I'm like, what did you just say? God, I love Lamont. He's the bomb. So you know it's a good webinar when you get that out in the first 5 seconds. All right, let's go look at some charts. Let's get ready for this day and make it a good one. I am ridiculously giddy because I love what I do. I love my trading family and I love my family. So I'm extremely giddy, but I'm also giddy because I read the book Best Loser Wins yesterday. I gobbled it up in one day, and I bought it on Audible about 3 weeks ago when Joey Lamont told me about it, and I'm still processing it. I am still processing that book. It was something to behold. It made me really shake up how I think about scaling out and scaling in. And I actually applied some of the concepts last night to gold, and it worked beautifully. So pretty impressed with that. Why you got to do that to me, Apple? I at least got rid of that yellow thing down here, Mr. Lewis Lousy Jets, who gets frustrated with me for not updating. And I forgot to go to my Trading View community, to that chat room, make sure there's no questions or problems over there. 1 second. All right. Market environment dossier that you maintain. I have it in the YouTube description. So let me get that link for you. Mano, I believe I have it. There is a PDF copy, and that YouTube link there, you can go look in the video description and you should be able to find the Med Environment Dossier. You should be able to find it. All right. Now we're ready to go. Oh, you have to hit the like button too. That's if you're new here, say hi. If this is your first show, press 1. If this is your 100th show, press 2. Okay. All right. So on the dollar, this is, on ES. Can y'all tell I have dollar on the brain? Matter of fact, I need to go there first. Y'all, this is a wildly bullish chart. We're getting over the weekly 50 MA. We have a squeeze. Now, if you've been around these parts for a while, you know I've been drooling over oil's weekly squeeze all summer long. Let's be honest. At least the first week of July is when my love affair started. That would have been back here. That's when it started. I have been in love with this weekly squeeze. Okay, look at dollar. How is that any different? It hasn't been squeezing as long, but it's still squeezing. This has the possibility to rip faces off, and it has been ripping faces off. Daily squeeze. We're getting overbought on shorter term time frames. This has a lot to do with the FOMC rate and probabilities. Let's go look at that. I feel like I'm super clear today and I'm linear, but we'll see if I'm really linear. So right now we're getting a 93% probability of no change, 7% hike getting baked in the cake. Just a FYI. If you want that link, you can monitor it if you so see fit. Hey Mary, you've been traveling, all right. All right, so on the dollar, there's nothing to do except for avoid commodities for the most part, unless you're shorting until this can sit down. I am bullish commodities, but we need the dollar to sit down in order to help commodities bounce. And by the way, I'm going to process Best Loser Wins. I need to digest it, marinate on it for maybe a week or so, and then maybe I'll do a video on just that because it's going to change some aspects of my trading, and I'm not mad about it. There's some parts of my trading that can always use improvement. And again, I'm not mad about it, and I am pretty excited about the changes, and I want to test them and see how I work mentally with them before I share them as potential techniques that you could use. Okay, so on the dollar, just stay in back burner mode. If you want to buy the dollar, wait for pullbacks to buy. If you're doing currency against the US dollar, you're in trouble if you're going against the dollar, in my opinion. The dollar is definitely stretched, But extended doesn't mean a lot. You have to stay with the trend. And the fact that majority of traders fail to succeed because they refuse to trend trade and they try to be cute and contrarian and they get blown out. So yes, the dollar's strong. Yes, it's extended. I just don't know that I'd be betting against it until at least wait for the bulls to blink. They're not even blinking. All right, so the market, we just hit, okay, so daily bull flag, 50 MA below. It's going to be hard for you to make me get bearish the market as long as I have all of these confluence items stacked below. Let's see if you see them all. Okay, so yesterday's low, meaning Friday, and y'all don't get cute with me. On all my charts, I have yesterday's high and low, and I just move my lines and I don't have to retype it. So we all know it's Friday's prior day high, prior day low. We all know that. So just understand that. Okay, 4,500 psych level is where we bounce. That's important. The daily 50 MA is right here, and we touched hourly oversold and daily 50 MA in that area with 4,500 psych level, and that's where we bounce within $5 of these three levels. And the 0.382 retrace is down at 4,478, meaning we could come down to 0.478 and still be a bull flag. Do you see how we'd still be holding the daily 8 and 21 EMA at that level as well? So I'm not scared of the bears as long as we're above 44.78. It doesn't mean I have a bull position right now. I don't have one right now. The only position I have on right now is gold short. Gold short is the only position I have on, and I'm just riding it out. And that one is stretched. So I don't know that I would say get in now. If you get a bounce like first 2 or 5 minute overbought on gold could provide a good shorting opportunity. So let's balance out these comments. I am looking for a daily high or low, but let's do our sequencing. By the way, Hang Seng was down 2% and DAX is down 0.08%. So Hang Seng was down pretty big yesterday. So let's do the sequencing. I need the dollar to sit down before I can scalp a daily high or low on ES or NQ. The dollar must sit down. As long as the dollar is raging bull, and it would have to super disconnect for me to consider a long for the market because they've been so inversely correlated and strong, especially Friday. It was just such a good clue. All right. And I saw several of you made comments. You want me to do the gap video. And Dan did a gap video this weekend, and he spoke about gaps in larger term trends in different contexts than what I go over here in the morning. In the morning, I go over gap rules. If gaps don't fill within the first 30 minutes to an hour, what does that mean? And how to make a strategy around gap rules, where he was talking about gaps overall, and trends can mark the tops and bottoms of trends, and they can be exhaustion patterns, which I love that video. So I will be doing a video on gap rules. I'm just going to give it some space and let that video digest for a bit. All right. So just know that's a little bit different video than what I plan on doing for y'all and what I've been asked to do. Okay. Well, since I'm on this chart that I don't mind messing up because I don't have all my levels on it. This is daily 50 MA overhead reckoning for Meta, Microsoft, SMCI, and Tesla. Of course, I care more about Meta, Microsoft, and Tesla. I just threw SMCI in there because it looks so similar to those other three charts. But let's go look at those. Let's look at Tesla. Daily 50 MA overhead. We couldn't get over it last week. Meta. Daily 50 MA overhead. We couldn't get it over it. We've tested it 5 times. 5. Microsoft. Daily 50 MA overhead. Can't get over it. Rejected twice now. So for me, this is going to be a pullback buy moment. So let's do a pullback. And I like to think of it like a running start. So the bulls need to take a rest. And then I view these EMAs, if I have to explain it how I view them, they are like the bench. So it's like you're running hard and you have to come back to the bench, the white line, the EMA, and take a breather, get a water, grab a towel, and then you can go out there and run some more and try to tackle that daily 50 MA. So daily 50 MA over those 3 large holdings in SPY I think are pretty critical. Meta, Microsoft, and Tesla. Okay, let's get back to indices. So Nasdaq has plenty of room for daily high or low. Do y'all see the confluence in this area? Where did we bounce from? Right where we hit hourly oversold. I didn't even make up that number, y'all. I didn't make it up. Now it's going to be adjusted since last time I looked at it. But right in here, right here, if you look at that level, that was 451825. And this is the RSI estimator. That's where we bounced. Now, an aggressive bull would be looking for an hourly higher low compared to 15418. An aggressive bull will be looking for that. I am not going to be looking for that. I want the market to open. I want to get some more tools in the toolkit because I believe, like right now, I'm flying in the dark. There's lower volume, so things can move around more than they should because they're probing liquidity. So once the market opens, it's like all my, what do you call that? Your dashboard, all of your different equipment. Like if you were flying an airplane, all of your different measurements are in front of you, the dashboard. I would prefer to fly with the indices looking at my entire instrument panel. That was the word I was searching for, instrument panel. There's a good little bounce on the market. It's holding that 4,500 again, and it's holding this 4518. But let's go back over here real quick, just in case you want to see these levels. These light gray numbers, those are the numbers that correspond with Friday's high, hourly oversold, daily 50 MA, and 0.382 retrace. And an hourly oversold matches up with overnight high, so I didn't just add overnight high to that line. RTY. We're hitting the daily 50 MA overhead, so I need to add that to my list of the day of reckoning. It's RTY as well. Nice bounce on the market. Now, let's go look at what we think is happening. Boom. You see it? There goes the dollar. Dollar has to sit down, and then we can look for those ES daily high or lows. So I am not going to FOMO in right now. I'm going to wait for a pullback buy. And that's just going to be the way it is. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. No big deal. All right, RTY, nice bounce. We got an hourly trend change, YM. Y'all look at what YM had going on. Do y'all see it? Falling wedge, 4-hour falling wedge in a daily bull flag pattern right here at the daily 50 MA. I like YM long as long as we can hold over this daily MA. We haven't made an hourly trend change. If you want to call that a pivot low, fine, but I don't like it. I'd rather us have clearer pivots. But overall, we're fighting to get over that 50 MA, the Great Wall of Louisiana. We're a little further away from it on farther away from it on RTY. Nasdaq 8 EMA overhead and ES 21 EMA overhead. So the Dow is stronger. So XLF may be a little bit stronger today. Nice bounce. Hello, hello. Yep, there goes gold, which is fine. I may get stopped out. I have long silver and short gold. So I have a tiny silver position to offset my shorts on gold. All right. So if this bounce gets continuation and dollar sees downtrend to the downside that are confirmed, like give me a 5-minute trend change to the downside on the dollar and I'll feel way more comfortable possibly buying the indices long. Okay, I told y'all Hang Seng was down red overnight, 2%. DAX is getting a little more flat. We're at 0.05%. Bitcoin, hey. This is a tough chart, y'all. Really tough chart. Stuck below the hourly EMAs and 50 RSI. You see it? Choppy mess. It's just a choppy mess. I was looking at the daily volume. Let me show y'all. Let's see. Style, visibility. Show that. Okay, there's the RSI. So this is going to be the 14 period volume. No, not that. I did it on the wrong one. Well, shoot. I am not a moron. I am not a moron. Okay. Look at the blue line on Bitcoin. This is the volatility. Excuse me, this is the volume. The volatility looks the same, by the way. The volatility is greatly dropped off. Look at this volume. We're not going to see a resolution of this pattern until we can get a volume. We need volume to break out or break down. I mean, where are the people? Like, put your fingers together, open up the steeple. Where are the people? Like, where are the people? And if you don't know what that means, it's probably just a Southern thing. If I say something you don't understand, it's probably very specific to a very specific region in Louisiana. Okay, Ethereum. Ethereum has this daily megaphone, whatever. It has no volume. Show me volume, for Lord's sake. I swear Night Truck is going to iron me all out on this stuff. He's told me what I need to do on some charts, and I haven't listened yet. I haven't stopped to figure it out, but I will. So Ethereum has enough room for an hourly high or low, but God, I'm so sick of covering it. Okay, nice bounce we got going on gold. Gold lost this nice little neat uptrend. We got rejected at the daily 50 MA. We're getting pinched now between the daily 50 MA and the daily 21 EMA. We're at the daily 50 RSI. Nice bounce. Now, can we change trends? I'm not exiting gold shorts until we change the 15-minute trend back to the upside. Silver had a much better downside move. I should have chose that one. Y'all asked me last week, why was I playing gold instead of silver? I have a rhythm with gold right now, and I see the error of my ways. Like if I'm going short silver, because it usually will get moving even more so to the downside. It has more volatility and range and leads the way, and I didn't, but that's okay. I got a gold winner under my belt. Oil is breaking this 4-hour downtrend line, but I wouldn't get super bearish. Look at that. We just changed. No, we just got an hourly higher high. We still haven't changed the trend yet, but nice volume coming in on oil. All right, that market bounce is convincing now that all the confluence held. Not going over nat gas. Apple. It's all about Friday's low. I'll keep working on it. Poor Night Truck. It's like, I got to work with the woman who's slow in the tech department. So we're below Friday's low. That differentiates Apple from the other names. A lot of the other majors are holding their low of Friday. Apple is a bear target. If we come up and we can't penetrate yesterday's low, that is a short signal on Apple. Amazon, if we're able to hold yesterday's low and turn, that could be a double bottom fish. Nvidia, we need to maintain Friday's low and move from there. Otherwise, look out below. Tesla, we're holding yesterday's low by the hair of their chinny chin chin. So let me flip through these big four majors again. Where is price relative to Friday's low? Apple, below. Amazon, above. Nvidia, barely above. Tesla, above. And so we just separated the boys from the men. Apple is strong. Apple is weaker, and Amazon and Tesla are stronger, and Nvidia is a little bit more neutral. Okay, I am not exactly proud of having this name on the list, but I can't shake this. You know, it's like Brokeback Mountain, can't quit you. I can't quit you. That's a nice squeeze on AI going sideways. We broke out of Friday's range only to close still within Wednesday's range. Excuse me, Thursday's range. Yeah, I said that right. So AI, we do it like this, y'all. As long as price is holding Friday's low, I like the bottom fish of 30.66. And what we're looking for is a potential daily higher low to be quickly put in. We'll see. A weekly lower high is still anticipated. A daily lower. Why am I doing this name? Forget it. I just saw the error of my ways. I can't do it. I'm trying to force this because I love the squeeze so much. Oh, I didn't even type it in my notes because I knew better. AMC. AMC is still oversold on the daily. An aggressive dumpster fire buying bull is looking for this daily 8 or 12 EMA. The 8 is around 1539 for a target for this daily oversold bounce to get going. And Friday's high is 1323. So if we can get up and over 1323, that's a long signal. And I'd put my stop around 1310, something like that. I wouldn't give it a lot of room to come back on me. Just looking for a little more of this oversold bounce that really hasn't gotten legs. Lulu. Okay, so silent moment for this monthly trampoline pattern with a squeeze. Weekly has a squeeze, bull break on earnings last week. Daily gap up on earnings, squeeze. I'm looking for pullback buys on this. You're looking for first 5 or 15 minute oversold during regular trading hours for a Lulu long. Okay, there are 321 of you and only 129 likes. I'm giving it my all here, even though AI wasn't my best work. And I recognized it. I did recognize it. Okay, NVAX. NVAX has a daily squeeze. NVAX has a ridiculously high short float. Let's go look at what it is. I haven't looked at it in a week. Market's still going. Short float of 42%. 42%. That is a huge short float. That's why names like NVAX get on my watch list. Daily EQ. $7.92 and $8 was the double bottom. So we have a daily EQ with a daily squeeze. 4 hour, look at that orange squeeze, y'all. Okay, this is a name that bears love to hate, obviously. What would put the most pressure on bears? First of all, getting over 847, then get over 860. I love NVAX. Let me show you how much I love NVAX. It's going to be on the ticker watch, and I need to get my DOM set up for options. I may play comments, I don't know. Look at that squeeze, y'all. It's a beaut. And we may be looking at a pullback buy, and we may just get dumped on. We're going to be ready for all scenarios, and we're not going to take it personal if it goes against us. Okay, I thought this was a great review. So here on Roblox, Monday the 28th. Gosh, that was just last Monday. Was that it? No. Friday, August 25th. This was, no, last try. Thursday, August 24th, this was a Queen of the Mountain trade. And I said, here we go. Stay away from this signal. It's not enough meat left on the bone if we break 26.24 with the daily oversold. And we were looking at the squeeze down here. And I said, here's the stop. Here's an early long signal, and here's your long signal. Well, that worked out like a dream. And now I'm looking in the other direction for a potential daily lower high and pullback. So I like a top fish of Roblox against 28.64. And finally, Wall. You're welcome, Andrew. Tesla support and resistance. Your support's Friday's low, 242.01, then 240, and then 237.20. Resistance, I'd use this intraday. First of all, I use that pre-market level, 247.19, then the 15-minute 247.99. Wall, it was our Queen of the Mountain, one of our Queen of the Mountain trades on Friday. We bounced 2%. I know some of you got that. We're pulling back in pretty hard. I like this daily chart and how it's set up with the squeeze. Gap fill is at 60.14. I'm not saying we will get it, but I like a pullback buy of Wall. Let's look at Riot. Probably doesn't look that great because Bitcoin doesn't look that great. Nope. Looking for a daily high or low. Bulls can't get out of their own way. Resistance, I would say 11.18 and then 11.56. Support 10.76 and 10.35. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to copy my notes over for TCG members now. And I thank you for joining me. hit that like button. Give me a follow on Twitter at CharcalLori, and y'all have a wonderful day. Oh, and use stop losses.